you're stressed. I know I used to be, but I'm here to help you with that, especially if you're in high school, because there's a bunch of stuff. There's work, there's clubs, there's sports. All this stuff can just pile on top of you. You're gonna get stressed. There's no way around it, but there's things to minimize that. I'm here to help you, so let's get into it. First thing I need you to recognize is that most things you're stressing over are probably just little. You've probably been called up to go present, and you're stressed immediately. You got the jitters, if you will. You're like, dang, bro, I really don't want to go up there and present. And you're stressing. You can feel your hands shaking and everything. Calm down. It's only temporary, and this whole high school thing is not going to matter in 4 years from now. First thing I want to show you, that. See that? You can pause and look at it because it's going to leave in a little bit, but I am going to go through this chart looking thing. First step, you must ask yourself, do you have a problem in life? You probably have homework. You probably have that test that's coming up. You got to present in 2 minutes. All these things are problems. Next thing you got to ask yourself, is there anything you can do about it? If yes, then don't worry. Don't stress. If you got a solution to the problem that you have, just go implement it. Go do it. You're not going to be stressed anymore, I promise. And if you can't do anything, like you got this one test coming up and you didn't study, worst case scenario, and it's the last minute before class. As tough as this is, just to save you minutes, maybe months of your life, just because of how stressed you are. You can't do anything about it. Calm down. It's that easy. Next thing I want to tell you, it's just actionable thing you can do in these moments where you got to go do something now, or it's in that moment where you realize you have to go do something later. Whenever you're feeling that stress build up over something small, you can't really control it. You're a teenager. You're going to get stressed over everything. One thing you could do that, you could look this up. It's on Dr. Huberman's podcast. You can look up his credentials later, but it's called cyclic sighing. And what you want to do is you want to breathe in all the way. And then when you're at the top, breathe in a little bit more. So you're in, and then exhale. There has been multiple studies that Dr. Huberman has covered that prove and correlate, not even correlate, that it literally directly causes the lowering of stress hormones, of cortisol in your body, just through that simple breathing exercise. You can breathe, you can breathe normally, you can count backwards, you can do all this stuff, but this is scientifically proven. Do cyclic sighing in those moments. One of the more long-term things you could do is physical activity. Get your body moving. And this gets kind of mixed up because some of us are involved in sports, some other extracurricular activities where you're moving. I'm gonna lie, it doesn't always work. You might come back home from football practice, from volleyball practice, and you're like, dang, bro, I'm even more stressed than when I was at practice. Like, it didn't help at all, is what I'm trying to say. And this could be for whatever reason. You probably did too good. You probably did really bad. You probably know you're not going to get minutes next game. I've been there. Don't worry. You'll get through it. But you're stressed. You're back home. You've got that energy. You got that stressful energy. Something that I did is I joined a kickboxing club. And right after school, I would go back. I wouldn't even spar sometimes. I just kick the bag. I'd hit the bag, bro. I'd be smacking that thing. And all the stress I built up from school, man, it would just be gone because I went crazy on that bag. I wouldn't even be focusing on technique for the first 10 minutes, bro. I'd just be letting it out, bro. I'd be hitting with power shots and everything. I'm tired. Then all that stress is gone. That's probably the most effective thing you can do. You could probably just buy a heavy bag. I went to Target to go buy one. You can buy one 80 pounds, probably $100. Get yourself some gloves, just smack that thing. That is the most efficient way to do it. But if you're not looking to do that, some alternatives are go on a walk and go on a run. But the thing you want to focus on during this physical activity is feed into that negative emotion. Don't go into your walk. Don't go into your walk just looking at the nature like, wow, it's so beautiful out here. That's not what we're trying to do. You can do that any other time, but we're stressed right now. We got all this built up energy, all this emotion. We're trying to get rid of it. The most effective way is not by calming yourself down, because it's going to show up later, trust me. Is by letting it out. Probably don't go on a walk when you're doing so. Go on a run. Push yourself. I mean, go fast. Like, I mean fast, until you have no more energy. After that run, you'll be like, whew. You'll be too tired to be stressed. I'm telling you. With those 2 easy fixes, that chart that I showed you, cyclic sign, and just overall physical activity, those will all help you with stress management in school. Please consider liking and subscribe.